All right. Are we?
We are. Good morning.
Hey. Good morning, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Morning, afternoon. Lori out in Florida. So we had somebody say, you put the West Coast time, the East Coast time, but you didn't put any Mountain time or Central time. And I thought I did, but we're all over the place. So we have Debbie and Sheila are like neighbors almost in Colorado.
We are.
Mm-hmm. Hang
like
on. Yeah, I see her.
Yeah.
Hi, Debbie.
And Lori and I are on both sides of the coast. So it's early for me, late in the afternoon for her. Well, not late in the afternoon.
We just started the afternoon. Yeah.
Pretty much hitting all the time zones here.
Lunchtime.
Yeah. So welcome. Hi, everybody. I see Denise in the chat. Hey. And you're intuitive. Hey, Lisa. All right.
Hi, Lisa.
So hi, everybody. We're not going to say hi to everybody because we're not going to do that. But I wanted to start off with something a little light because some of the questions are kind of heavy. We got, thank you for the questions. They're all really good, but some of them are kind of heavy. So I wanted to just throw this out. I wanted to know who said this because we're getting to New Year's Eve. There was a government official tweeted out this statement. Blue state Dems are power-drunk authoritarian killjoys.
I know who said it.
Okay, hang on. He said, Washington State, no dancing allowed. Any rational free citizen pissed off. Somebody in our government tweeted that. Number one, it was about Washington State. Is it correct? And who said it? And Sheila can't say because she already knows who did it. Do you guys know? You got to take a guess. Which one of our fine government officials would tweet something like that?
Okay, I'm gonna
go
guess.
Bobart.
Bobart would have been a good one.
Well, on who was it?
Don't look it up.
I'm not looking it up.
Okay, you have to look it up here psychically.
Psychically. Okay, so
no dancing allowed. You cannot dance in your home for a New Year's Eve party.
No dancing in Washington State?
Well, that's what he tweeted.
Oh.
W.A.
Do we have two people here, right? Not the same person for the same tweet, right? We have two.
It's the same tweet. One person.
Tweet and then one person?
One person. It said, Blue state Dems are power-drunk authoritarian killjoys.
Oh, okay.
Washington State, no dancing allowed, ! Any rational and free citizen, piss off.
Okay, well,
he doesn't want anybody dancing in the street when they put handcuffs on Trump. That's probably what he's talking about.
Probably.
So would it be Ted Cruz then?
It would be Ted Cruz.
Oh, wow.
It would be Ted Cruz. And he deleted it shortly after. I wonder why. Because it wasn't Washington State. It was Western Australia.
Oh, so he got his little acronym. So
yeah, he got it a little bit wrong. Now, the fine representative from California, Eric Swalwell, said, oh, hell no, Ted. I'm not sure he said those exact words, but he goes, oh, no, and he put it back up. So he's going, this is what Ted's saying. Anyway, I thought it was pretty dang funny. Well, it's kind of sad that Western Australia, you can't dance in your own house, but it's just.
Foggy, thank you for your support and love.
Well, you know there's a law in Kansas that you can't. It's illegal to throw snowballs, and I'm not lying. In Kansas, for some reason, a law on the books from a long time ago made it illegal to throw a snowball.
Wow.
Yeah, I can understand it.
Well, because they had no trees or anything to break it up, so when somebody threw one, it's gonna long.
So when I was a kid, yeah, right. It just keeps going. When I was a kid, we would take snowballs and would throw them at cars. I mean, what kid wouldn't do that?
Yeah, that's
there was an MG convertible, and it was a real spring sunny day. This MG convertible, I never hit a car. I was so bad at throwing snowballs. This particular snowball hit the guy right in the head, and he had blood coming down his face. I'm like, oh my God.
Whoa.
Needless to say, I was in trouble.
That's hard. I bet, well, it probably started back when, kids were doing the same thing, but at horse and buggies, and caused big accidents with horse and buggies.
Yeah.
Maybe in Kansas.
Well, Kansas. It's Kansas. The best thing coming out of Kansas, sorry for all you Kansas people, I-40.
I-40.
Interstate 40.
Interstate 40.
That's the best thing.
Getting out of
Sheila, aren't we right next to Kansas?
Yeah, it's I-70 is the main high.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I-40.
Oh, I-70. Yeah, you're right.
I-70, yeah. I think it's I-70 that goes right through it. But I-40, I think it's 40, that you get off on Oakley and you head into Colorado Springs and you bypass Lyman.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Not that I've ever been through there or anything. Yeah. We are definitely close to Kansas.
All right.
I thought.
Should we read on?
I've been here long enough to know my geography.
Well, I always tell Kansans that you guys are the runoff of the mountains. The rain and all that made Kansas. The runoff of the dirt from the mountains. It's the truth, actually.
How do they like that?
How do they like that?
They don't care. They can grow corn. They don't care.
Good corn.
Corn and beef.
You fly over Kansas, all you see are the circles for where they are doing all their irrigation.
Yep. When you live in Kansas, and I did for quite a while, almost 20 years, I lived in a small country town, and I lived literally across from a milo field. And so harvest was a legit thing, and the harvester would shine his lights, because he had to do it, all the way up until midnight, nine times out of 10 to get these crops done. His headlights would hit right into my room while I was trying to sleep. Boy, I hated harvesting.
Oh, really? They would do it at night?
Well, he had no choice. Some of them, if he had enough fields and he was just doing it, the harvesters, the newer ones, have headlights, so they can go all the way into the night.
Oh, wow.
So he just had a brand new harvester that was harvesting the milo across the street, literally across the street from my home. Dust like this in my house. I'm telling you. Oh, it was awful.
And it gets so hot up there that a lot of times farm work is done at night.
Yes, they do. They do
so
start
hot.
in the evening if they had an upgraded harvester or a tractor, and most of the tractors didn't, but they're starting to. They're starting to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anywho,
any crops that grows in Kansas? Any alien crops that grows in Kansas?
alien crops. I don't remember any alien crops from Kansas. Kansas people really, you can't go and take a corn out of their field. They'll know it. I don't know how they know it, but it's almost like they can sniff the corn and go, that's from my field. You know what I mean? So they probably wouldn't have sacrificed.
That's funny.
It's the truth.
Oh my
The
God.
aliens are messing with
The
aliens are not messing with the Kansas people.
Yeah, the Kansas people would be really upset about that. You're wasting my crops. But
Yeah.
or at least, in the middle of the corn crops, they have their pot plants, so they really
right.
go there.
Yeah, so then they have
Yeah,
their machine guns guarding that. Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
They know.
All right. since Lori's been really quiet because she lives in Florida.
I don't know
Florida
anything about Kansas.
Well, now you know that you
do.
can smell a piece
Corn
of
cob.
corn,
Yeah.
corn cob,
know
and know
it's
what
yours.
farm it comes from.
Correct.
I mean, I believe it.
That's my field. That's my field. What are you doing with my corn cob? All right. Moving on. So let's move to Lori's state, the Great Sunshine State. Is that right?
It's great. Hardly anyone's wearing a mask down here, but it's great.
But that's what your state's called, the Sunshine State?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And it's got oranges.
Yes, we do.
Why did I just hear Anita Bryant in my head?
Because she
Anita
used to
what?
sing. She used to sing the Orange Juice song.
Orange Juice song. Anita Bryant. Mm-hmm. All right.
I
So
would have never. That one, I don't even think I could have intuitively gotten that name.
Thank
Oh.
you, Spirit Whisperer.
Thank you,
That's so nice.
Marky.
Thank you.
Joy-filled New Year to 4 of my faves. It popped too high.
Booster side effect today.
Oopsie.
Oh,
Take care.
Aw.
Hydrate. Gatorade.
Gatorade.
giving you hugs. I'm so sorry.
So when I got the third shot, nothing. I didn't feel anything, which was
Which one did you get?
Pfizer.
Hmm.
Nothing.
Yeah,
So I was lucky. I was like, whew, okay.
I'm a Moderna girl, and I got side effects on every single one.
Did you get
my
the
daughter
third?
had-
Yeah.
my
that
daughter
was
had
the
the
worst one.
Moderna.
Did she get side effects?
She did. She got a big old huge welt, and so when she got her booster, we chose the Pfizer. 0 problems.
Yeah.
So everybody asked me which one would you recommend, and I says, well, between my family's experience, Pfizer, I had 0 problems. My daughter had a reaction with the Moderna.
Mm.
So
Yeah, I had
Yeah.
I had severe reactions with the Moderna, but I figured, well, I guess I have a good system really working now.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So let's read on some of the questions.
Okay.
And we could even
That-
read on, is the worst of this pandemic over in 2022. Let's read on that.
okay,
All right. Let's
Check
see
it out.
if the worst will be over by the end of 2022.
Yeah.
If the what? I'm sorry.
The
I was
worst of the
reading.
pandemic will be
Oh, okay.
over.
I was reading all the comments. Poor Mark. He can't even keep any solid food down.
Ooh.
All right. Well, the worst of the
is that Mark McKenzie?
pandemic.
It's Spirit Whisperer, Mark.
Oh, okay. Hi, Lisa. Lisa's here.
Yay.
Spirit.
Spirit
Intuitive.
Intuitive Tarot.
Yeah.
My
Hi,
girl.
Lisa.
My girl. Um,
And of course, our faithful Sharon Sipe.
Yay.
She's just got every time I
Love
say her
Sharon.
name, I feel her sweetness.
yeah.
I don't know if anybody, I could just sit with her.
When I see her name, I just, it's an automatic smile.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
I have an answer.
Yeah.
Can I go?
Yes,
Yeah.
you may, please.
Okay. I do not think it will. We're asking about the worst of it, right?
Yeah.
I'm still seeing another variant coming up. Hopefully we'll be over a big hump, but it's just like the anti-vaxxers are making this, continue.
Ugh.
Like They're like pretend in Florida that it's not happening, right? And then don't get your vaccine and don't use your mask. And I think scientists are going to discover something else in another part of the world, another variant in another part of the world. And then I think the government's going to have to, in order to end this, everybody's got to be vaxxed, right? All over the world. So I said, government's going to step in. It'll end after that.
Yeah, they keep saying that there's new technology and new pills coming out and this or that, so that the people who can't get the vaccines as they are today, their bodies won't tolerate them. That there'll be something else that they can come out with. But yeah, it's the anti-vaxxers, the one that are just like in your face going, well, now I have natural immunity. Well, it's not really the same thing, and especially with new variants. So yeah, I got something similar. What did you get, Sheila?
Oh, we can't hear you. We can't hear you, Mama.
Okay, there you go. I got something similar too, very much for the world. And I also been doing a little research on this, the Moderna, the shot versus natural immunity. And with the shot, we get a higher immunity. With the natural immunity, it's there, but is weak, and it depletes really fast, and it's not as much as the shot. So it's like a natural immunity, but it wanes, and it's not very suitable, and it's not very reliable. So there's that. So I always tell everybody, it's like you can do a natural immunity. It's just like this. You know how when children back in the day, when a woman gave birth to a child and she nursed. Now, nursing was supposed to be the best birth control. However, how many women got pregnant while they were nursing? It's exactly like that with the natural immunity with this. So anyhow, what I got was the King of Earth, the organization taking action. And this is where it talks about your wish is for everybody to take action with my brain is dead. Why is it that I cannot think of the word vaccine? There we go. Good Lord. Vaccine. So we're everybody's trying to push that. It's like the organized trying to get the vaccine to go through here. But what happens is the struggle of the world. The struggle of the world happens. Why am I struggling so much today? The struggle of the world is happening more than most things. I also got the lovers, and then I got the desire to move on. We as people are really, really wanting it to move on. And it talks about healing coming in the future, but I think that this right here is the middle of 2022. Like this is the majority. This is the bulk of 2022. So maybe after 2022, after more people have died. I mean, how many people have to die for them to understand?
I don't think they'll understand.
You know what I mean? It is. I mean, how many people? I just feel like it has to get to public more of the people who are in public, like a senator or keep on going with all of them in order for them to really, really understand what's going on. Have you guys seen that movie Look Up?
Yeah.
If you haven't, you've got to see it. It is unbelievably canny how it relates to what's going on right now. Yeah. It's unbelievable. So I recommend anybody out there.
The thing that you were saying about, we need to get more people talking about, let's take this seriously. And you see what happened with Trump in his tour where he got booed. And then I happened to stumble upon a right-wing radio station. And I listened for about 30 seconds till I couldn't stand it anymore. And and they were talking about that Trump is a little crazy right now, and so they're not even believing him. And so you get other Republicans that are saying, "Come on now, I think we need to do this or whatever." I think the far right is just going to keep spreading these lies. I think it's past the point of no return.
I agree. I don't think that they're going to. I think they're going to act a fool no matter what. It's almost like they have lost their wives, they've lost their jobs, they've lost their dignity, they lost their houses, and they're living in their car, and they're like, "I have not gotten the vaccine. I thought it meant something." Like, no, it didn't.
Yeah.
It meant that you lost and you have been lied to. That's all it meant. And that's exactly what's going on. I don't think they're going to relent. I really don't think they're going to relent, or they're going to go secretly get the vaccine and not tell anybody.
Yeah,
Right.
it doesn't. I don't think they're going to relent. I don't think the Republicans that are anti-vax are going to relent at all. I think the challenge here is clearly their stubbornness.
Yeah.
And they lack any kind of empathy. They're all about entitlement.
They're their own
Lori.
worst enemy here. So yeah, you definitely. But for those who are vaxxed, I do feel like there's same exact cards. We do have a breakthrough. We'll continue to move forward, and those that are vaxxed, we're going to be okay. I feel like we have 2022 to go through to really figure it all out. As we move, I feel like there's a good 8 months of kind of like what we've been in. But I feel after that, we're going to settle into kind of like that new normal. What is it going to look like in the future? We're going to have these variants coming in. Like, we got this Omicron. I don't sense that we're going to get any of those, the really harsh ones that we began with, but I do see variants coming in that we're just going to be dealing with. Just like the flu. Every year we get a new flu shot, right?
Right.
So I feel like they're going to settle into some kind of new normal like that. Going into 2023, I feel like we're going to kind of be stepping back into our new normal, but not constantly being worried about a new this or new that as far as COVID goes. I'm not saying I'm not talking about anything new coming in, but yeah.
Yeah, and I see the same thing. I just see, I only pulled 3. The first card I pulled is the death card. The second one, I got the 6 of Wands, and I'm going, oh yay, we're moving out of this. We're riding in like a little winter. But in this deck, wherever, if you can see it, the guy he looks like he's being skewered on fire. And so it's like, even though there's wands that are carrying him, maybe that is the jabs that people are getting. However, for 2022, I do see justice. You can't see this, so I don't know why I'm holding the cards up. You see, you have justice. So there is a balancing coming in 2022. I hope it's not that the people who don't get vaccinated and are anti-vaccine just flouting this and just, walking around without any masks or protection and not taking it seriously. I hope that's not them. But something is going to balance things out this year in 2022. And I think that we are in just a new way of dealing with all of this stuff. And it's not going to go away. This is something that we're going to have to deal with.
Mm-hmm. And, it would have gone so much faster and better globally if we worked together. But since we didn't, it's a little bit of this going on. But I do feel that in the future we're going to connect better and have something in place that everybody will be okay with, or that it'll work. I don't know, but I don't see that until a little bit farther down the road.
Yeah.
I mean, I've talked to non-vaxxers, all different shapes and sizes, hippie ones and paranoid ones, and all the different ones of non-vaxxers, and why, just curious. Thank you, Patricia. Curious minds want to know type of thing.
Yeah.
And they're just you can't move them. You can't debate.
All right, let's move on, because we kind of skipped Lori. We got to get back to Florida. I want to know if the python snake issue is going to be resolved. No?
No.
It won't be?
No. Not anytime soon. There's too many of them.
Really? Do you have a snake in your house, a python?
I used to. No, I'm like
Now you have a lizard? Do you guys are there like big lizards out there in Florida too that people just let go?
Yes, they're big green iguanas. Yeah.
So I would assume that the mice and rat population are down then.
I'm sure there are.
The pythons are eating those mice and rats for you.
Yeah, and but they're making the ecosystem off kilter with certain small animals, especially towards the Everglades. So they're really trying to. They've opened it wide up so anybody can come hunt a snake. You can just come get them. Come get as many as you can.
Wow.
Right.
But there are not enough people doing it. Yeah.
Is it good meat? I guess it tastes like chicken.
Yeah.
I don't think their meat is good. I don't think you can harvest their meat.
No, you can.
Iguana? Rattlesnakes.
I know you can eat rattlesnake. I don't know if you can eat boa constrictor.
There's something different.
I haven't heard of it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's something different about the python meat.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So here's my thing on Steven Spielberg. I think he is the absolute worst director for the planet ever. And here's my reasoning for it. Although I love his movies. He did Jaws, right? So after that movie, everybody was going out and killing sharks, no matter what kind. We got to go kill those sharks. Didn't matter. When I'd be teaching diving in an inland lake, I would ask, what's your biggest fear? And the first fear, not running out of air, it would be sharks. And I go, there are no sharks in fresh water. Well, I mean, there may be, but not that will eat you. I'm like, oh my God. And then the other thing he did was Jurassic Park. And the iguana trade from Jurassic Park. Everybody wanted these cute little lizards, little dinosaurs, and then they grew up to be like 5-6 feet long with big ass claws, and they just let them go in Florida. So, Lori, do you think Ron DeSantis is hanging out in an iguana cave in Florida? Where is he?
That's where I wish he was. I wish he was in there. I haven't a clue. He is MIA though. He's just not making any statements.
Does anybody think that he might have COVID?
Oh, that would be something.
Let's read on that. Let's see.
The only thing I can think of, and I hope that isn't true, his wife was just diagnosed with breast cancer.
Oh.
Like last month. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it. It might. We can't be sure, but we could look to see if he has COVID. But right after she was diagnosed, he was in the public and talking and doing all kinds of stuff. Now we're having this surge, and he isn't. He's just not making any kind of announcements, or I don't know. We don't have enough tests, and of course, no one has enough tests, and they're even running out, so they've shut some testing sites. I mean, we're in trouble. We're in trouble here.
Yeah.
And
watched
they're
it.
not telling anybody. Like,
I watched a drone shot of your state and the long, and I'm talking long line of people on. It was like December 17th of COVID testing in your state.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable to watch that live drone shot of.
Wow.
So.
Wow. I just want to shout out Silver. Thank you. We love you too.
Yes, thank you.
okay, so we're asking if DeSantis has COVID, or why is he MIA? Let's see what we get for any of that.
Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna kind of go into a general reading about DeSantis and see what's going on, because I want to see what's going on with him.
All right. And whoever gets some cards. Oh.
What did you get some cards?
Yeah, I got the chariot right away. It's like, see ya.
I see him stuffing papers in his desk, like hiding little papers in his desk, looking all innocent.
He's gonna give up something, I think.
Well, I'll go ahead and go. I'm chomping at the bit. These cards are just crazy. The first one I got is delusional and poverty. That's the first cards that I got was delusional and poverty. Is he losing money? Is he losing people? He's losing something huge. And it could be his wife. He could be because his wife is money. His money. His wife, there's a lot to her. And he could be losing that because the delusion of the losing of the money. So that could be his wife.
Like losing her. Excuse me. Like losing her in a divorce or by
life, like her. Oh, maybe.
God, I hope not. They have really little kids.
Oh.
Well, the delusion. He's under the delusion. Like he's not facing life with clarity. He's not facing life in a normal stance. And money and poverty is over top of that. So that was my thinking. Maybe it's his wife. Maybe it's his livelihood. Maybe it's his something. He's losing something big, for sure. I also got chariot underneath that. Moving forward, moving away, moving. That chariot, that determination, trying to win something, but it's not going very well. I also got the Page of Pentacles. Again, the digress in money. The Page of Pentacles going down to a normal size. I also have Hierophant, which is he's learning a lesson, because this is the representation of him. He's learning a lesson, and again moving away. So there's something he's losing. There's something going on big with him. I also got the Fool. This is in spirit position, that surrendering, that wonder, that new beginning for him. And then the last one in the power position of the outcome is Tower. There's something really big going on with him. If my cards are telling me the correct thing, it is literally, and it has something to do with money, because I just got the 10 of, oh gosh, what do I have here? Anyways, it's upside down. And it says problems, insecurity, and failure. 10 of coins.
Wow.
So there's something really going on with him. And it has something to do with money and position.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys get?
What'd you get, Lori?
Yeah. Okay, well, he was doing all these rallies and parties, and but this has come to an end. He's sort of hit a wall, and I get that he was the star of the show, but he's got a big legal battle coming here. He's got to make a big decision with some big legal. I think this is almost announced. It's coming up here pretty soon. I think he gets a subpoena or notification about it, and he thinks it could end his career. This is not good for him. it may have to do with, maybe because you got the tower, Sheila, it could have to do with COVID, or maybe he's tied into Matt Gaetz, or God only knows what he's done here, but it isn't good. Some things he's getting hit with a big legal thing.
Yeah.
So maybe he's in hiding, going over,
Licking his wounds.
Licking
or
his
getting advice or how to handle this.
Right. What'd you get, Debbie?
Well, as far as the like what's going on, why the health thing, I asked specifically. I do feel it's about his wife. I don't have any COVID cards for him, but I feel like it's about his wife. And kind of that pause, we're not seeing him. I feel like it's connected to family. And okay, I'm sorry, my cat is, as soon as I come home after being gone, she's all over me. So it's like she's pushing my cards and
Well, that's okay. Does she need another camera? We have room.
We have room for you. Yeah, so he had to make some emotional choice here, and it could be in regards to family or money when you have that Ten of Pentacles there, because that is all about family ties. Both these cards in this reading, to me, it talking about relationship and family ties. However, he also, in his personal life, and kind of all sides, he's getting hit on all sides. He is like he's hitting this downfall.
What is that?
I love that deck.
I know, right?
I'm like, is that the tower or is that
it's the devil? It's the devil.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He did this to himself. All because he's so dishonest, and that makes sense to what they were showing me here with him hiding things in his desk, like trying to hide all this. He's his own worst enemy. All his information is just, he's done it to himself, but he's feeling it right now. And I feel like that a lot, where that tower is coming from as well. Challenging him, you have the Page of Cups in reverse. He's just, his own irresponsibility, his own ridiculousness is his own worst. But here's the outcome, you guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
He's going to find himself.
He has to go find himself.
He better start looking under rocks.
Yeah. So I do feel like this is kind of, we're seeing the beginning of the end of him, and he's trying to clean up his mess by metaphorically hiding all his little pieces of paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I got something really similar to Lori's reading. I was like, hey, it's pretty much the same cards. My first two cards were, you can't see them. It was the Chariot and the Emperor. So I went, oh, he is moving away from the Emperor. Now, he was rumored to be like another like VP if Trump was going to run or something like that. But I don't see that happening. He's got too much. The Five of Swords is there. He at the top of the reading, he creates too much chaos. Everyone on this deck, everyone is turning their back to this center figure, and I think that's what's happening to him. I also got the Knave of Cups. So he's going to be getting something from an unexpected source that's going to cost him a lot of money. This is the Six of Pentacles coming in and out. It is going to create some interesting information with the Temperance card. It's going to be good and bad for him. It's going to cost him a ton of money. And so he's in planning stages with it right now. But I really see when I got the Star card after to clarify this Three of Wands, I was like, well, Is that the Star of Hope? Or is that like a light being shown on him? And that's what Lori was saying. And I go, that's what I think this is. Because at the base of the deck, I have a lot of twos. So he's got to make a decision one way or another. And then I have justice at the base of it. So he's facing some kind of justice that is going to put him under the spotlight, I think. And it's going to cost him a lot of money, and a lot of people are going to be leaving his orbit. He may be leaving his orbit.
Yeah, he at the bottom of my deck I had the sun and the star together, so I feel like there's some absolutely
Illumination coming.
Big illumination.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, one other note, he has fudged the numbers on the COVID counting boards.
Oh.
And remember that what was the name of that scientist that got fired because she was the whistleblower. And now
that wasn't Reality Winner.
No, that was gosh, I can't think of her name, blonde hair. Anyway, she got fired, but now they're finding out that she was telling the truth and that she was brave, and that there's people that have been threatened to lose their job on certain boards if they don't make sure that the numbers, don't go beyond a certain point or get put in 2 weeks later for deaths, so people don't think it's as bad. So hopefully that will come out as well.
Yeah. There's just so much. There's so much that needs to come out. It's like,
Her name is Rebecca Jones.
Oh, okay.
Remember they raided her home and they took her to jail and everything?
It's horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of jail, Ms. Maxwell is now in jail.
She's out?
So,
no, she's in.
Oh,
she's in.
No. She was convicted yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah, she was on 5 out of 6.
So that could end up being up to 65 years in jail for.
I think, and this is just an intuitive, and I hope we read on this. I think she wants to. I thought that after the deal making was already done once you went to trial, but I was watching Glenn Kushner, and he says that sometimes after it's all said and done, they can bring another deal to her.
Yeah.
And like, okay, you want me to lower your sentencing or recommendation for sentencing? You're going to have to give us names. Yeah. And I think that's where her bargaining chip has always been, because she wasn't going to do it before. Nothing. I think this is where she's going to use her bargaining chip.
Yeah. I absolutely agree with that. Right on board with that.
Yeah. And that could cost her. Then she could end up like somebody else she knew.
This is true. She could absolutely, her life, that's probably why she's probably more apt to talk now for protection versus the opposite way.
Yeah. Thank you, Susie.
Thank you, Susie.
I mean, she's 60 years old. And if they are saying, this is 65 years, I mean, that's the rest of your life in jail.
You're not getting out.
Well, how long are you going to live for? I'm going to live past that.
105.
I'm living to 140.
Woo!
You go for it, Danny. I will not be there with you.
Why not?
No.
I'll be there.
Thank you. Yay.
Do it.
Lori and I are going to be partying.
Lori's in.
We're going to be on that ascension train looking down at you guys.
No, I'll already be reborn and being 40 years old and looking really young. And I'm like, hey.
Lori and I are not going to be looking like 140-year-olds. I guarantee you. We're going to be looking like we're still,
well,
20s,
there you go.
30s.
If you could do that, you guys will be millionaires.
Yeah, I'm going to make that potion.
Exactly.
Well,
All right.
Flora has you
isn't
figured
Florida
out,
where
Danny.
they have the Fountain of
Fountain
Youth?
of-
Yeah,
There you go.
some iguanas.
Flora has you figured out, Danny.
Who?
Flora in the chat.
Oh, uh-oh. What
She
did
asked
she
this-
say?
She has you figured out. She says,
Are you
"I
an
do."
alien? Danny, are you an alien?
The secret's out.
I am.
All right,
I
so
am.
are we gonna do Maxwell and see if she's going to sing like a canary?
Yeah, that's
All right.
Wow, Danny showing another talent there.
Oh, yeah, birds.
birds. Okay, I'm gonna go get
Sing
my
it
other
like a
deck.
bird, like a canary.
I'm still unpacking, so I have to run up and get my other deck for this one. I'll be right
Uh-oh.
back. Luna will take my place here.
Uh-oh. What kind of deck are you getting?
Well, it's a secret till you see it.
Okay.
And speaking of iguanas, Danny, didn't you start off being the iguana whisperer?
The iguana whisperer.
Yeah, because
Well,
you told
it's-
that story with Kim Carey.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's right. So we ended up, after Jurassic Park, we did end up with, I think we had 12 iguanas in our house. We had a 5.5-foot iguana that would just kind of sit on our shoulders. And it was all because people got them and didn't want to deal with them. And yeah, I would go find iguanas up in trees. And if you ever try to see an iguana in a tree, it's hard. But, you know, you just do it. So, yeah, that was interesting. I forgot all about that.
That's how I learned about you. And then it was like, I think I had read once with Shelia, and I was like, I've got to meet this iguana whisperer guy. He sounded pretty cool.
Iguana whisperer.
I like his energy. That was a good interview with her.
Yeah, that was.
It was. But she's easy to speak with. She's so sweet.
Yeah. All right, Maxwell.
Will she sing?
She's saying.
She turned-
Well, I already have mine down, so I'll go ahead and go.
Go.
Here's I have the Hermit, which means it talks about her being locked up, right? The Hermit. And then we have the everything has turned out well. And I don't know why she thinks everything has turned out well, other than she's gotten convicted. That means they can't retry her. Everything's good. Now she has something, because at the base of that, she has strength. At the base of that, and she also has the Queen of Pentacles, again, something of abundance. Also, I have all of the people at the party, everybody at the place, everybody at at the mansion. I also have the Ace of Cups. Open your heart, open your options. So I do see somehow, some way she has that idea in hand. Continue to solve the issues. She also has, and this is the most important card, I think, this is the outside influences. And this is where you give me this, I give you this. You give me this, I give you that. And then we also have reach out for help. So I think the reach out for help, and also the Ace of Wands taking actions into her own hands. This is her bargaining chip. Now, I think if she was going to be taken out, she would have already been taken out. That's my honest opinion. She's been in jail way too long for somebody not to get to her. So they already know how to protect her. That's a done deal.
Right.
So I truly believe that, because if it was going to happen, it would have happened a while back. Just like with Epstein, before he even went to trial, he was already, you know what I mean? It was immediate. So I think that she is going to, and she has it, and she's going to use it to lower her sentences. The only thing that I see in these cards the most is that it has to be proven, and they have to get convictions, and they have to have real proof against it. She can't just name people. That's the only thing that I see underneath all of it is that you only get this if it's real stuff. You can't just fake it. So that's what I got.
Yeah. Huh. Who's next?
I'll go.
Lori? Debbie? Okay,
Lori.
Lori.
Mhm.
All right. I did a reading, I don't know, that last reading and the reading before last, and I did ask if Epstein had placed something with someone for to release names on the internet in case something ever happened to him or Ghislaine. And so that came up a yes. But when I'm asking about her if she'll sing, she wouldn't at first, because somebody has already talked to her, a very prominent King of Wands has said, you're going to have big problems if you do this. So don't do it. Do not do it. So that held her back, I think. But now I think that she will gamble. I think she'll spin the wheel. And I think it will help her get off of some time, and she'll be able to go away, hide somewhere, another country or something. But yes, I think she'll gamble with it. I think she'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Looking at this story, it's like she definitely is considering it. She's battling. It's all up in her head right now. She does, first of all, she understands her plight. But I feel like she's going to sing. You have the 6 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. That's singing. I threw some clarifiers from our beautiful friend's deck. And you have clear, you have world leaders, and she's waiting for the green light. She had to wait. She was waiting for the time to do it. So I sense with these that she's going to sing.
Yeah.
What do you guys see? Do you guys?
I see the same thing. I see her testing out. So this card flew out of the deck, and it's the Hierophant reversed. And so it's all about the higher order, the government, the courts. It's her loss is what I'm getting with this. I got her with the Page of Wands, and this is it. She's walking on two wands on an ice rink on a frozen pond. It is so slick and slippery. She's also got some larger. She's also got some powerful people talking to her that are advising her on how to navigate this pond energy. And I got the 7 of Pentacles, and something that you can't see here, the figure has a wand, and she's sticking it into the tree, and a drop of blood is coming out. This is the Deviant Moon Tarot.
Oh.
So she's testing something out. She's giving something up with this 7 of Pentacles. I got the Death card, which is also, she sees where she is, but she also can see a new beginning with this Death card. And then I got the 6 of Pentacles, and she's going to give up names. She is going to give something up.
Ooh.
So
that's 6, yeah.
Yeah, so we're all getting the same thing, that she's going to start spilling the beans.
Well, she was also under the delusion. Remember, she said, I'm not going to testify. They haven't proven their point. I mean, she literally thought that she was going to get away with it, and then she wouldn't have to have dropped any names anyway.
Exactly.
And it makes all sense now. As the reason why she's held back thus far is because she didn't want to put that bargaining chip out there to help them. She wanted to put that bargaining chip out to help her.
Right. Yes. Cool. All right. So more information coming out. Woohoo. Now we'll have something to read on in 2022. Okay, guys. Here's some more. Who said this?
Oh, my favorite.
Okay. Here's the quote. We all wish Trump would do the right thing, but listen, he doesn't know what's going on. And that any impression that he was playing 4D chess was wrong, and that he was not going to save them. Ooh.
Probably.
Now, oh, close. Okay. I should have the Jeopardy music playing.
Do, 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 do.
Was it an oath keeper?
It was someone in that realm. Okay, this is.
What's his
If
name?
anybody else, Owen, Michael Cohen. I see people.
No.
Michael Cohen. I see Lindsey Graham. I see.
So that
Debbie's got it.
that crazy dude.
Roger Stone.
No.
No.
The guy that got his wife.
The other
got
crazy
arrested.
dude.
No, the other crazy dude. The one. What's his name? Oh my gosh.
Bannon.
No.
The other
Ali
crazy
Alexander.
Who?
Alex Jones. Ali Alexander. The guy that arranged the.
Close. You got part of the name right.
That's what I'm saying. That's who it is. That's who it is.
know.
Lori.
Alex
I know.
Jones.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones. Yes.
Is that the
Alex
guy that
Jones.
his wife just got
Two
his
for
wife
two.
just got arrested for spousal abuse? Is that Alex Jones?
Yeah. They're such good guys.
2
Yeah,
for
they're
2. I got 2 for 2.
2 for
Did you
2.
see?
Yeah.
I watched Alex Jones. He just did a little thing where he was slapping himself. I mean, hard.
Yeah.
It was unbelievable. It was hard to watch. I mean, he is talking about him not getting it right. Maybe I'm not communicating right. And then he started like 5 or 6 times, and then he goes on this side and slaps himself. It was unbelievable to watch.
Like to try to shake his brain up so that he could think clear.
I'm not sure
like
what
he-
his. I have
Well, he
no
needs
idea.
more
But he
than
says,
that.
"Maybe I'm not communicating correctly," and then he starts literally slapping it hard, not
Yeah,
just a
he's
little.
challenged. He's definitely challenged.
And he,
Oh.
and then he goes and slaps this one. He goes, "Maybe I'm not communicating this right." It was hard. It was really
Yeah.
hard to watch.
Now he's against Trump too. So
Now he's against Trump.
Yeah.
And it's interesting that he brings up the 4D chess. And I go, oh, yeah, that's in 2016 or 15. They're going, oh, he's smart. He plays 4D chess. You're only playing 2D chess. He's playing 4D. I'm like, now he's saying he's dumb. He's losing it. He's an old man. I'm like,
Okay.
welcome to the club.
You want him to be your president? Woo!
Woohoo! All right. Okay, where should we go to? Someone asked about ETs. They said if I was an ET, because I'm going to live to 140. So I guess that means, Lori, you're going to be an ET too, or you
Well, of
are.
course.
So, somebody asked about the ascension process. Way too long to get into for this, but we can ask. And I'm, for me in my journey with this COVID journey, where a lot of things are opening up to me, the ET thing is opening up to me. So I think this is a great question. Lori and I already know we're ETs, but are there going to be more ETs showing up on the planet that are going to reveal themselves to people who are looking?
Oh.
You got to look. If you don't look,
Well,
you're
now
not going to see.
We have a whole new task force devoted to it now.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes. And I'm saying a yes on that. But me and Tracy Ralph, we say yes.
Yes. Yes.
If I was an
So-
extraterrestrial, I'd look at Earth and go, "Oh heck no!"
Oh no. No, I would be going. We need to fix the political systems, get them out of there. But that Earth, that's pretty cool. Well, I like that. I'm gonna go talk to. Look at that. let me go listen to what that rock has to say. It's been here a long time. This is just a little blip.
Ooh, I got something. That was
Oh.
interesting. I never even thought that this was. So I'm not always a skeptical. I'm a ghoster, not a person who likes like aliens and stuff like that. Although I believe they exist. Okay, but I got happiness and unconditional. Like happiness and unconditional. It's like we love these people on Earth. We love these people on Earth. We love them
Unconditionally.
unconditionally. And then
Right.
our history, if you look back into our history, there's so many things that talk about all of the aliens and the things that happened and what's going on. There's so much confusion, stuff like that. And the roller coaster of that information is also on there. But we also have karmic. Like, we have no other choice but to have them here. And it's like they know that they need to come down. It is really reclaiming their planet. They're reclaiming whatever it was, because the history and the roller coaster, they're reclaiming. It's almost like they think that they come down here like, oh, they think they're in charge. Oh, they think that this is their Earth. Oh, okay. All right. This is like your attitude, like the teenager coming down. Oh, they think it's theirs. All right. And it's like a reclaiming of an existence that we have known about, or our history has dropped most of the information from back then. So anyways, that's what I got.
All right.
Yeah. I feel, the present time we have, in the present we have, in the La La Land, not wanting to know. And I'm not speaking us, I'm just speaking kind of, who's, and it's too off kilter right now for them to present themselves currently. It's going to take some time to usher them in slowly, but in the future, we do have that connection.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Yeah. So
And those cards are really good.
Yeah, they are.
Who created those, Debbie?
Lilac Lantern.
Oh, okay.
Andrea, yeah.
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 From the mind of Lilac.
Love it.
I haven't.
Lori,
had the
what'd you
pleasure of
get?
meeting her. I haven't had the pleasure of meeting her yet.
Oh.
She's great.
I
Yeah.
feel that busy people will not. That the clue that you said was when they're looking. Busy people will not see them. They won't. So they will appear to people who have had some difficult times, who may feel a little alone, that need a bud, maybe the only blue star in the Red Sea.
Right.
But I'm getting in 6 months. I think 6 months, and then I think in November too. I think we're going to get this will be released. There'll be some pictures, some prints, some words, maybe even something that can be read, something tangible that can be read.
Yeah.
Cool.
I feel like I do feel 2022 you're gonna start seeing more shows kind of ushering it in onto the TV, so people are like, oh, I know there's a lot of shows on there, but you have to look for them, right? I feel like it's going to be a little bit more mainstream to kind of usher in the idea.
Right.
We're going to start seeing that a lot this year, a lot more.
So
That would be cool.
I asked a little different question. I asked, and I probably should have asked permission because I'm going to be reading on a specific person. I wanted to know if Shelia was going to open up and not just be a ghost girl, but actually going to open up to the possibility that there were ETs right around her.
Oh, are they here?
Okay.
Dude, you live on Cheyenne Mountain.
This is true. I live very close to Cheyenne Mountain. Right underneath it.
All right. So here we go.
What
Shelia,
answer
you ready?
did you get?
This is kind of cool. So I'm using the seven energies. I don't know if you can see this or not. The Oracle's Gift. That's the first card. So who is that, Miss Oracle? You. Okay.
Maybe I'm
So
the alien.
You're the
you could be. You could be. However, you're hanging on to what's that?
That would explain so much.
I've always thought it, but anyway. So what you have to do, because you have the Oracle's Gift, you just have to let go of your old preconceived notions about there's no aliens, there's just ghosts. Okay? And the other thing you need to do is take a deep breath, because you are going to see a lot of birds of the feather, Miss Alien Oracle. However, it's a willing release. If you don't let go of your old ghost stories, you're not going to get it. So let it go and be the oracle that you know you are, alien.
There you go.
Wow.
Embrace your alien.
I think Danny's picking on you, Sheila, because he's not over the sidekick comment yet. He's clearly not.
God. Hell no.
So I did a card for Sheila too, and I just feel like you're gonna bloom.
As an alien.
Hey, anything to take off this suit that I have, I'd be more than happy to do it.
Yay.
All right. What happened to my... Hang on. I'm having a little technical issues. There we go. I think I'm back.
We're here. We see you.
Okay. There we go. All right.
All right,
So should we talk about me being a sidekick?
Oops. To give a backstory on this, so Lori and Danny and I were texting back and forth. We have this group chat, and we were setting up our times to go live or to go on my channel and do our thing. And when I texted there, I texted Lori. I says, I don't know. Danny says he's really, really busy anyway. And somehow it came around where I
was sick.
That's right. He was sick. That's right.
Not busy. I was feeling like crap, and I was looking for a little encouragement to raise me up.
And I called him our sidekick. And he's like, whoa, wait, what?
And you said we could go ahead and do the video, just you and I, and we could get another sidekick.
Yeah. No, that's what it was.
Another
sidekick. He was sick.
Another sidekick.
I was like, we can just go get another sidekick. We can go find somebody else. And he's like, whoa, wait. So anyways,
Danny used the excuse of being sick. So usually if I ask him, he uses the excuse that I'm camping.
Oh, he tells you you're camping. Us, we're sick. I see how it's going.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
How funny. I just letting you guys know, even though you see us here, we truly are friends behind the scenes. And we have a lot of
Shut up.
Maybe we have to smooth it over with Danny and let him know we love him.
You need to get out of your earthly attitude and go more into the ET attitude.
I'll be there.
We love our big brother. We love our big brother.
As a sidekick. All right. So, where should we go?
What about the question you had? What was the question somebody did about how to manifest goodies in 2022?
Oh, yeah. So, someone said, the question was that she wasn't going to be focusing in on politics and stuff. And I go, oh, well, she's not going to be watching me anymore. No. And it was, she's going, let's skyrocket into health, abundance, and all kind of wellness around for all the tribe. The universe and guides listen. So my question, I switched it around and I made it a question. what are we doing and to manifest this, and what do our guides, maybe using the cards, what are our guides telling us to do to manifest this? Because I think with manifestation, it's just not, you just can't say it. You have to feel it. You have to kind of live it, which is hard when you don't have it. But that's why if you just go into your imagination and play in that realm, I think that really brings the manifestation to us a lot quicker. So
Yeah, and if you want more good things, be grateful for what you've already been given, and that will usher those gifts in much more quickly.
Right.
Always a good call, Lori. Start with gratefulness.
I always ask the universe, just surprise me.
Oh, careful.
Wait. No.
Surprise me in a good way.
No. All great things and wonderful things come my way. Please surprise me. All great things, wonderful things come my way. Surprise me. I am grateful for what I have today. I am enjoying all of the things I get to see and hear and feel. However, if there's new things coming up, make sure that they're wonderful and great and surprise me. There you go. You got it. Yeah, you definitely.
Yeah. So I'm going to go because I pulled 3 real quick.
Okay.
Because this goes along with what?
What was the question exactly?
The question was exactly. This is exactly the question. I don't know. What are we doing to manifest abundance, all kinds of wellness, health, blah, blah. And so I just pulled cards on what does the universe want to tell us? How do we do this? And it went with what you were just saying, Sheila, about, surprise me. But then you clarified it with all good things. And I got the storyteller, time machine, and power of purpose. So when you're telling your story, you've got to have power in that purpose of the story. You just can't say surprise me, because they will surprise you in time, and you're going to go, I didn't want that. Well, you got it. You didn't specify with power of purpose what you wanted. And the time machine, to me, it's once we get all of this well-being and positivity in all that, we skipped a step. We skipped the time to get there. And that journey is so awesome. And we just need to be in the moment and experience the journey of time before we get to that final purpose. So just, what Lori said, be grateful for where we are and enjoy this beautiful life, and not keep thinking of negative, but have purpose in our storytelling. That's what my guides have to say.
That sounds good from your guides.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Okay, so coming together is a big deal. Where 3 are gathered, you know that coming together, continue to do it alone, but also that coming together is super important. Where 3 or more gather, you can really move that energy with intentions. We have the Justice and the Moon coming in here, and this is all about cause and effect, So when you purposely go in with intentions, you move things. It's cause and effect. And with that moon, that's manifesting. That's that subconscious, that intuition coming in there. So being intentional about that, stepping into that, being aware of that within yourself, and know your power. It's beautiful. Our challenge here is that we don't just really step into that and have faith that what in our own power. So they're asking us to step in faith, just step out in faith, and here's your outcome.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's come together. Let's make more time, everyone, to gather together with intention, but also grasp on and understand your own power, and know and understand the cause and effect and of moving energy, and step out in faith.
Mm-hmm. That was great.
I got something really similar to that. Very, very, very similar. You have the power. You had it all along, Dorothy. But
are we back in Kansas again?
Yes. So, but a lot of people don't believe in themselves. So I got very, very similar to what Debbie got. That, but you are your own. You are your own Merlin. You know, you really are your own sage. And if you wait until you're feeling like starting something different or new, you may never do it, because you may never feel it. So you just have to, take a step. Most of our big difficulties are behind us, not in front of us. So stepping out in faith, Debbie, is exactly the same. It's exactly the same thing I got. And get rid of petty obstacles. Get rid of things that are conflictive to you. Yeah.
Wow.
And get rid of things that are in direct conflict of your growth. So eliminate something that makes you procrastinate, and just really get out of your head. And when Danny said rocket, I started to think of Mel Robbins and her developing that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 initiative, and with the rocket taking off when she was in a bad place in her life. And that will help you. Just count down and do something different. Take yourself out of that analysis paralysis.
I love that.
Yeah.
They're stuck. Get unstuck. And then you'll have victory. So I like that. That came out almost exactly the same for everybody.
Yeah.
Yay. Let's be intentional.
Mine said interview. There was this really interesting, because it said interview. Have that self conversation. The interview your life. Interview what you've been doing. Interview how you react. How you are, right? There's that old saying. You cannot change anybody about you. The only thing that you can do is readjust your sails in any situation. How are you showing up to life? How are you? Either you're blaming people for your problems, or you're looking within, having that interview for yourself. What is it that I can do better in this situation for myself? And how am I contributing to the whole situation? Because it says divorce yourself from those problems, divorce yourself from those ideas, divorce yourself from lies. I remember back in my 30s, the one thing I thought to myself, because I was raised with a whole bunch of confusing information, and I told the universe, or told I asked the universe, I says, is there any way that you can just start showing me the truth? All I want is the truth. I don't want any more of this. So I had to divorce myself from the delusion and divorce myself from lies. And therefore I went on my journey of tell me the truth. I just want to know the truth, because I can hold on to a lie, and I can grip it like an anchor in my life. Mm-hmm. If I'm still believing that this world is horrible, that's an anchor. That's a belief system that really, really takes you there. Because here's one thing somebody said to me: Spirit loves you. Whatever you ask of Spirit, they will show you. And if you believe that this world is horrible, then Spirit says, well, I'm going to have to give you evidence of that, because this is your belief. This is what you were wanting. You want to believe, you want to have evidence of your belief system. So then I go to switch to the other side. This world is wonderful. All of a sudden I can see the moon, I can see the stars, I see kindness, I see people loving each other. You see, it's the huge difference in how your perspective and the grips of your belief systems and how you are experiencing life. Because it says come together. When you have your energy and you who you are and cleansing who you are, and you come up and out of the negativity, you're going to start coming together with other people who are doing the same thing. If you're looking around you and all you have is negative people that you can't stand, you might look at you. Why are you there? Right? Ask that question. Why are you there? And this is where I fully believe you come together with how you feel and what you're doing in life. It'll exist. And then the cleansing of your thoughts, the cleansing of your emotions, the cleansing of your home, the cleansing of your friends, the cleansing of your, your family members, the cleansing. It's not just saging your home and hoping that you've taken care of the ghost in your home. This is a cleansing of all levels: your thinking, your beliefs, your thoughts, your words, your emotions, your everything. Everything that you can do, the cleansing. Therefore, when we get to that point, and this is a work in progress, this is nothing to do with I'm existing, it's already there, I'm there. This is a work in progress. Things start feeling, looking, and looking better. And then I always tell, I want to quit with this. One thing I always tell my people when I'm doing the readings: please do not manifest anything while you're in the gutter, because it will come in through the gutter. Do not manifest anything while you're at the lowest vibration, because it'll come in that way, come in ugly. So whatever you do, whenever you're ready to manifest things that are good and wonderful, you will need to match that energy. And that's what we're talking about. Any great and wonderful things, you have to match that energy. And there's a lot of things we can do to get there. So there's my reading on that.
And I think when you're in the gutter, not you, but when one is in the gutter, the way out is through gratitude, finding things that you're happy and you're grateful.
Exactly.
Any little thing, anything. Like
all else fails, be grateful that you have a toothbrush. All else fails, be grateful that you have. I mean, anything, socks, underwear, anything that you can find anywhere. The fact that you can take a shower that day, whatever, you know what I mean. Go down there and then build from that. Yeah. But absolutely, gratitude is the one way to shift out of negativity in an instant.
Yep. Absolutely. Amen to that. And I love, I'm going to borrow the anchor. I love that. If you feel anchored and blocked, take some inventory there. See where you're lying to yourself. See what is something that you've grabbed onto. I like that.
Yes, that's a great point. Yeah. You guys, I have to run. I have a hair appointment and I have 10 minutes to get there.
Okay. Have fun with your hair appointment.
But we have 10 minutes to say goodbye. So
okay. I love you guys. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Debbie, it was so great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Lori.
Bye, Lori.
Bye-bye. All right. So we've been on for an hour and 24 minutes.
Yes.
I think that's a good place for us to leave with Lori leaving. But I think that's a good ending place because it's positive and looking forward to 2022.
Yeah.
We can do this.
Yeah.
We got this. Get through it. We got this, guys.
My Jackie's like, is that all? I have a list of people. My Jackie, she's like, is that all? We got a list. I got a list.
A list?
Yeah, she's like Roger Stone. What about you?
No worries. I'm going on later today. I'm sure Sheila's going on. We're gonna still hit these questions y'all have.
Oh yeah. Well, there's gonna be leftovers for sure. So
lots to look at.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you all for joining us, and thank you, Sheila and Debbie. Thank you, and Lori, since she's gone.
Yay, Lori.
Sweet Lori.
Yeah.
All right. You all have a great day, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. See you in the next year.
Oh my gosh, I know.
See you next year.
All right. Okay. Bye-bye, everybody.
Blessings.
Bye,
Thanks for
everyone.
watching.